welcome to Archetypal Atrocities, the show where we play bottom-of-the-barrel Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes. Each week, Jules and myself will spin a wheel to determine what archetype we'll be playing for that week. In addition, we'll open 3 specially curated packs and pick a card from each of those packs to use in the deck for that week. We are allowed to play staples, but only if they support the archetype we get, and we can only play 1 copy of them in our decks. The winner of each week will get an extra pack they open for the next episode, while the loser will get to spin a loser wheel with multiple results on it, such as choosing your opponent's deck or moving an archetype from your wheel. The loser will also be able to play 2 copies of a staple as opposed to just 1. Now that that's out of the way, let's dig into some trash.
We were long overdue for a trip to the loser's wheel, so I can't even pretend to be mad or disappointed. If anything, I'm maybe even a little excited. This is my first time, I think, really, no, that's not true. I have used the Redux loser's wheel before, but not very much. I haven't even gotten to really land on much of the new stuff. I've gotten a reroll once, and that was about it. So, maybe we'll get something interesting today that will make this episode fun. Or, we won't. One of the two. Okay, a reroll again. I can't be mad about a reroll, it's fine, but it's probably also, the least interesting or exciting option on here. So, I'm not torn up about it, but, it's not anything I'm going to be oh, yeah, a reroll. And it's just spin the wheel. We do have a reroll in our back pocket in case we just really hate what we land on, but, let's be optimistic. Let's not just burn the reroll just to burn it. And oh, hell yeah, baby. I'll take War Rock. After watching Prague recently, Prague playoffs, I feel on this wheel, War Rock might just be one of the better options, because while they are pretty unplayable by actual TCG standards, so are most everything on this. And while they're lacking in terms of modern strategies, they're at least a combat focused deck. So I think at the very least I might be able to at least run over Johnny. So we'll see.
Oh, it feels so good to finally be back in the winner's circle. It's been a while since we really had to actually spin the wheel. Overall, last week, pretty solid showing from Amazonas. We opened very well, we did a lot of things, pretty consistent with how many fucking searches they have. Plus, Jules was on Hazy Flame, which there's no way she's winning with Hazy Flame 90% of the time, unless we get a bad roll, which could happen today. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel. We are going to see what we play, hopefully something fun. We've added a lot of new archetypes to this wheel. And we are going to be playing one of the new ones. It is Mech Lord.
And honestly, for these packs, I'm just hoping for removal, which tends to be what we get from these anyways. So, I'm not too scared or anything. And oh, hey, mind control is probably more fun than actual hard removal anyways, especially since we're already angling to go second generally in this format, I feel because it's so slow, and we're a beat down deck, so we're probably just going to want to kill on the crackback. So Mindcon, especially since we have 2 copies of it thanks to being the loser, is a pretty fun pickup. But then for the next pack we have, probably not going to go with the upstart here. Terraforming, I think Warrock Mountain is a field spell, obviously, and I'm pretty sure it's good, so we might want the Terras, but other than that, Exiled Force is interesting, because we actually, I think, are on a Warrior deck. I don't know if War Rocks or Warriors are rocks. You could really see it going either way, and I haven't looked at them yet, and I'm not going to pause to go check. But if they are Warriors, I'm probably going to consider Exiled Force, and if they aren't, there's Terra, there's also Enemy Controller, so plenty of options in this pack. And then for the last one, we have... Okay, I kind of did jinx it by saying we usually find removal in these packs. We really didn't. Chalice is fine. The negation might actually be pretty huge, and it's probably what we're going to be taking. Other than that, it might be One Day of Peace if we're just trying to buy time for a kill. That'll be if I'm running the One Day of Peace, it's because I have very little faith in the deck. So you'll see very shortly in deck building if that's the case.
Alright, so working with Mech Lords this week, there's not too many powerful things you can really hope to get out of this. Probably some stall cards. Terraforming, I don't think they have a field spell, but Needle Wall is probably good. Black Hole of Heaven's also not the worst. Kind of creature negate, not the worst thing. Honestly, maybe even card D, unironically. Alright, and moving on to our second pack, let's see what we're getting at. Moon Mirror Seal, decent. Jar of Greed is not the worst. Seals of Sword is very funny, but I'm probably not going to play it. Realistically, probably either Dust Tornado or Night Beam I think could be good. Probably Dust Tornado, I think. Of course, moving on to pack number 3. Another Moon Mirror Seal. Land for Linkus is pretty useless. Cerebral Smashing Ground's actually pretty nice. We're actually probably going to pick that one up. And because we won last, we get an extra boost back for our troubles. Alright, and for our last pack, Backs to the Front is not the worst. Switcheroo is funny. Another Night Beam. For the challenge, another Dust Tornado. So we actually can play a decent bit of Spell and Trap removal, which is kind of cool. Back to the Front is good revival, which we might actually don't know if we want it, because mech loads are kind of funky, and while they want stuff to be in the graveyard, but also in the hand and the field, it's a very weird archetype, so we'll see what we do with it.
Well, it's War Rocks, and there's not really much to say here, you know? It's just kind of a matter of, we're gonna try an Unga Bunga, and if we can't Unga Bunga, then we lose. That's really it, like... They're War Rocks. They attack. They go. That's it. They'll go, I'll go, and then hopefully we win or we lose. It will happen or it won't. That's it. There's nothing. It's War Rocks. It's War Rocks. Like, come on, it's War Rocks. It's War Rocks.
Alright, and here we are with Mech Lords. I don't have high hopes for this. Mech Lords aren't exactly the greatest archetype in the world, otherwise they wouldn't be in the show in the first place. They've gotten some recent support for some godforsaken reason, but it's definitely still not enough to bring it up to par. But let's go over the card by card anyways. So, Army Deployer Obligato? I don't know. So, during the main phase, you can destroy it, special summon 2 Mech Lord armies from your deck in defense position, except itself, and then you're locked into machine monsters, not that we can play anything but machine monsters. And when the card's into the graveyard, you can just inflict 100 damage for each Mech Lord monster you control, so for very tiny burn effect, like, I don't think that will ever come up in any situation. We have Army of Granel, which gains 100 for each Mech Lord monster on the field, and when it's normal summon, we can half the opponent's monsters for just the end of turn. It's been a while since that. A lot of the ones you've had on this have been permanent, so it's weird to have a nerf version of that effect. Army of Steel gains 200 attack for each Mech Lord on the field, and when it's destroyed, you can spell summon any Mech Lord army from our deck. Army of Weisel gets 100 for each Mech Lord on the field, and then once per turn, whenever a Mech Lord monster occurs an attack, you can pretty much make it piercing. Mech Lord Astro Dragon Triskeleton, one of the boss monsters, which can be special summoned by banishing 3 Mech Lord monsters with different names from our graveyard, and then we can look at the opponent's extra deck to equip one of those cards to it, and it gains attack equal to that card. And if it's equipped with a Synchro monster, it can make 3 attacks into the battle phase, so hopefully Jules is playing a deck that has Synchro. 2 Mech Lord Astro I'm not gonna pretend I can say that. You can special summon it by sending 3 Mech Lord monsters from your hand to the graveyard. Unlike the Triskeleton, they don't have to be different names, and then you can pretty much do the same. You can target a Synchro monster the opponent controls, and then they gain attack. During the standby phase, you can send a monster to the graveyard that's equipped to it to inflict damage equal to that original attack as burn effect. So again, hopefully chooses on a Synchro archetype. 1 Mech Lord Empress or Weisel, the Synchro absorbs, and once can't be almost summoned a set, it must be special summoned by during the opponent's turn, so when I face a Mech Lord monster we control to the graveyard, special summon it. And then, if it's spell summon, you can target one card the opponent's control, it can't attack for the rest of the turn, and then whenever a card effect is activated that will destroy a card on the field, you can tribute it to negate it. So it's one of a very wacky negate, but it's a 2500 body, which is definitely not bad. Infinity Core pretty much prevents it from being destroyed by battle for the first time each turn, and then if it's normal or special summon, you can add a Mech Lord spell trap from your deck to your hand. And if it's ever destroyed by card effect, you can just spell summon 1 Mech Lord Emperor from your hand to deck with a different attribute from the monsters you control while ignoring its summoning conditions. So we can still summon our boss monsters, assuming you don't destroy a light or a dark one. Boon of the Mech Lord Emperor, pretty much if we have two face-up Mech Lord monsters, pretty much pot of greed, but we can't activate the battle phase. Mech Lord Assembly is the main searcher, and we can either, so activate it, we add a Mech Lord card from our deck to the hand, a monster rather, and we can discard 1 card to target 1 monster we control and destroy it, so we can proc our own effects, namely the Infinity Core and stuff like that. And if a face-up monster is destroyed by battle or card effect, we can just pop another face-up spell trap card on the field. In our packs, we are playing the one of Smashing Ground because it's just nice removal and we would definitely need it in this. The Resolute Mech Lord only pretty much makes it so our attackers and Mech Lords can't be destroyed by battle, namely for our boss monsters, and then the effects are negated, so they lose their power boosting effects at the cost of Indestructible Battle Immunity. I skipped over this and actually Mech Lord Deflection. Pretty much we target a Mech Lord monster we control and it gains attack equal to the combined attack permanently of all Mech Lords we control. And then in the graveyard, we can banish it to protect a mech lord being destroyed by a battle card effect. 2 Dust Tornado, because I think we had 2 of them, because I think we won last week if I remember correctly. 1 Mechlord Astro the Eradicator. We can target 3 Mechlords with different names in the graveyard and then special summon them, ignoring their summoning conditions. They're also from our hand. And then until the end of the turn, we can't special summon monsters except machine. That's not relevant. And then if you control a Mechlord Astro monster, we can banish the card from the graveyard to destroy a single monster the opponent controls and then do burn damage. So again, this is very much a anti-synchro archetype, so hopefully Jules is playing synchro monsters. And then 1 Needle Wall to fill out our removal. It's not the greatest removal because it's luck-based, but removal is removal, which is definitely not the worst thing in the world. And that is the deck. I am definitely not confident in it. Mechlords are not good. Jules is on synchro, we might have a chance. That's basically how this boils down to, so let's get into the match and see if that happens. And here we are, it's episode 18 of Archetypal Atrocities, and boy howdy am I don't know how this week is gonna go.
This week should be interesting, hopefully. On paper, at least on my end, I think it should be interesting, but I also recognize that it's Yu-Gi-Oh! And there's a very good chance it won't be interesting, but we'll see.
We'll see what happens. Sounds like you have some degree of confidence in your deck. My deck is very much, if the stars align, I think I can make something happen, but outside of that, I'm skeptical. What I'm less skeptical in is the good old rock, paper, scissors. The RPS King. I don't know if I want to go first or second, to be honest. I think I just go for the extra card. Hope to not get punished. Yeah.
Your turn.
Well then. I didn't expect that to happen.
I looked in my hand for 0.2 seconds and knew, nope, just pass.
Interesting.
Because you did not sound confident. I don't think I'm going to get OTK'd, so...
If I can OTK you, I'd be very surprised. I think I just do this. Just a good old V-set and pass. I think that's the right play.
Alright. Well, I'm gonna reveal what I'm on, but, you know... It'll make sense why I just hard passed when I activate War Rock Medium.
Hey! Excellent.
Because I was like, oh man, this card doesn't do anything. He didn't special summon anything. But wait, no, there's the second effect, right? Because that's not tied to you having a special summon monster. Because during my main phase, I can set a War Rock spell trap directly from the deck, except War Rock Medium, but I can't summon anything except for warriors this turn. Which, with my 0 card extra deck, I think I'll be fine.
Pretty safe, I would say.
Alright, so I'll get to set any spell trap. Set War Rock Big Blow.
Sure.
Okay. Then I will normal summon Wento.
Okay.
And then since I normal summoned an Earth Warrior monster, I can special summon Gactos.
Yep.
We'll go to battle phase. We'll attack with Wento into your face down.
Yeah, well, it's gonna be what I'm playing. You have destroyed the Mechlord army of Skill.
Oh boy.
And I will special summon 1 Mechlord army from my deck.
Alright.
All the many good Mechlord army cards we have. Special summon this dude.
Alright. Alright, then I will attack with Gactos.
Okay, in response to that, I'm going to send this to the graveyard to use the Emperor Weasel, which I can special summon it by sending a face-up Mechlord I control to the graveyard. And if it's got a special summon, I can target 1 monster you control, and it can't attack for the rest of the turn, so I will just do that to the Gactos.
In that case, I will go to main 2.
Also, because it's one of these, this is going to trigger during the end phase, but I'll activate the deploy effect that you'll get burned for 100 for each Mechlord I control. Because I have to do it now, because it's a 2005 archetype.
Incredible. Well, moving to end, so I'll take 100.
You will take 100. Huge
Ow.
damage. In the end phase, I will activate Dust Tornado, and I'll pop the one you just set.
All right, you got a Warrock Spirit.
Alright. These cards all want to flood the field, but they're so bad at doing it. I will normal summon the army of Granel. So on normal summon, I can half a attack. I'll half the Wento.
Sure thing.
So we're going to 600. I will activate the Resolute Mechlord army. So they can't be destroyed by battle, but their effects are negated.
Alright.
I'm realizing I probably shouldn't have played that, but oh well. Go combat. I'll swing into the Wento with the big dude.
Alright. I will...
I believe 1500, if I did that math right.
Sounds right.
Activate Mechlord Deflection, targeting my Granel. So it will... You take no battle damage till end of turn from this monster, but its attack is permanently all the combined attack of my Mechlords, which, let me pull up my calculator. I don't want to do that math. So it will become 4100. I'll just type that to remember.
Gotcha.
That is permanent. You won't take damage from this battle though, but then that's about all I can do.
Think I just do that, and then I will declare medium to set a spell trap directly from the deck.
Yep.
I'll set Warrock Spirit.
Okay.
End my turn.
Alright. Standby main. We'll summon another skill. And go to combat.
Alright, I will activate Spirit.
Yep.
I will special summon out Gactos in defense. And since I summoned him in defense, the first time each Warrock monster I control will be destroyed by battle this turn, it is not destroyed.
Alright.
Oh, I could have seen with this better than, oh well, that's fine.
I'll start with the Weasel.
Hmm?
Oh, Weasel. And
Yep.
then the other one.
Yep. Wow.
And 1200.
I will activate Warrock Generations.
Okay.
I will special summon Bashalos.
Okay. Well, just end my turn then, I suppose.
I'll activate Warrock Mountain.
Okay.
I will search up a Warrock monster from deck to hand. Yeah, I'll add Skylar to hand.
Skylar's just such a funny name. Like, they all have, like, kind of like...
Yeah.
it's just like all these, like, fancy names and just Skylar.
Yeah. I will actually, no. It's not a special summon, it's actually a normal summon still. Since I only control Warrocks, I can normal summon a move without tributing. Then I will mind control your big one.
Yeah. That's gonna happen. Uh-oh. I feel this was using the packs. Uh-oh.
And then moving to battle phase, I will summon the Skylar.
Yep.
Alright, so first off, I will attack with Mahmood into Skeel.
Okay, so I will take 15.
It battles, so I will destroy your spell trap.
That will be 10.
And then everything gains 200.
Yep.
Then Skylar will attack into Skeel. Oh, I could have done her effect last turn, but quick effect in response to her battling, I will summon back out Wento. And then everything also gets 200, so she's actually hitting for 200 more.
Okay, it's 14. Okay, yeah, I'm just not making it.
Yeah, I think you are.
Yeah.
We got there! I top decked the mountain, I was like, oh my god, that's the exact card that does it. That is like I needed the search and the summon for Skylar, and that's the only card that could have gotten her out. Like, oh my god.
And the mind control, that one really hurt.
Yeah, I opened the mind control. I've just been sandbagging it the whole time. Like, no, I just gotta wait for a chance to kill you.
Yeah, that was definitely. Oh man, damn. We go battle decks. I definitely want to make you go first.
Yeah, you saw how last game went.
Yeah. Oh yuck. Oh. Actually, no. Actually, this is a weird hand. Alright. Stand by main. That is not the greatest draw in the world. I can do a thing, but I don't know if it's a good thing. I'm gonna do the thing.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to send the Army Deployer, and the Skill to special summon out a big, pretty much a 4K vanilla.
Dang.
Because you have no synchro monsters.
Yeah.
And the deployer I will activate, so in the end phase you'll get 100 whole damage to the face.
Ow.
And
I know it's cheating. I'm gonna take it now.
Okay. And why?
I will activate. Yeah, I'll activate Generations.
Okay.
So we'll special summon out a War Rock, and then your special summon monsters have to attack it. Which, you know, that probably isn't a huge game changer in the grand scheme of things, but
Right.
I forget if, like, when it says if this card battles, like, does it dying in defense mode count for its effect here?
I believe so. I'm pretty sure.
I think so too, but I don't know. Yu-Gi-Oh's weird, so like it's battling like it's in attack mode. It must be attacking to battle or some dumb shit like that.
I'm pretty sure as long as it's engaged in combat in some degree, it works. I could be wrong.
That's
but
what I assume and hope it means.
For the sake of this, we'll assume that.
All right, so it will die, and then no, I didn't say declare. I meant graveyard. And then let me read this. And then I can also, when an Earth Warrior is destroyed by battle, I can special summon out Bashalos, but when it leaves the field again, it's banished instead.
Sure.
And then Forsha searches a War Rock except for Forsha. So I will add Mahmood to hand.
Okay. It's gonna look weird, but I just want to cut in the game. I'm gonna activate the Reflection. It doesn't do anything pretty much. It's just now I can banish it from the graveyard to just protect my mech load from destruction.
Fair enough.
And that'll be that.
That was like the most heads up play you could have made, actually, based on what I just drew.
I was like, I tried to use my entire hand.
I want to show everybody. That was my draw for turn.
I was like, I need this in the graveyard because if she has anything that can pop.
Like, huh.
I was like, I need this dude to stick around. He cannot die. I used my entire hand to bring him out.
Yeah, and you were correct. What do I do now? The question is, how little do I do?
Right.
That little.
That's fair.
Because, like, all of my War Rocks do things, but they also kind of don't.
So we just do this.
They get banished.
Oh my god, oh, these draws. Woo.
I'm feeling ya.
Oh man. Yeah. I'll draw something to advance the game state at some point.
Doesn't even do anything. Like, do I want to do the? No, I don't. I don't even think I want to do the thing. I don't want to do the thing, I think. Well, I mean, we'll do that. And this one is getting away from me.
Keep drawing as I draw. You are. Oh my god. That is not a good draw. It's almost it's a good draw later. It'll be good later on in the game.
You know it's dire. You know it's real bad when the set was the Exiled Force. Ugh. Wait. No.
Oh man, this game. Should have drawn a good card this time. Okay, there we go. That's something. I will activate the Mech Lord Assembly to show it to Mech Lord. I will do that. I will add. Now, this would be a lot nicer if you had an extra deck.
I'm also really kicking myself. One of my packs had One Day at Peace in it, and I could have had 2 copies out of this deck. And I considered it pretty. And I didn't use anything else in that pack. It was like I just didn't use a pack card from that. I just didn't use that pack at all. I'm just kicking myself a little bit because it's like, no. Right now I'm in just buying time to draw the right cards. I could use a few fogs right now.
I will normal summon the core. Once that's research a Mech Lord spell trap from deck to hand. Is that another assembly? Discard another deflection to use my spell to pop my Nexus. And I can still summon a Mech Lord Emperor that is not a light monster. Not the worst one, I suppose. Combat. What?
Yeah, yeah. Yep, Gyaktos dies. And, yeah. And I'll take 4.
We're getting somewhere. Finally getting somewhere.
Well, let's see what the draw is.
What can we do here? I know they can beat a 4K defender. Okay. Oh, this is kind of cool, actually. This sand actually does something. Okay, I will activate Assembly. I will add... what is he? Big dude. Just called Weisel, Skill, and Synchro Absorption for Big Guy. And now I will banish Weisel, Skill, and Absorption for Big Guy number 2. These are both vanilla because you do not have an extra deck. It's big bunguses. I use my entire hand, so I really hope it works out in my favor and don't get double exiled force.
All right, I think I have found the only semi-competent line of play that this hand can form.
All right.
Here we go. Since I control no monsters, I am allowed to normal summon War Rock or Piss.
Okay.
I choose War Rock, not Piss, for what it's known.
Alright.
Then, battle phase, we will crash in and take 9.
Okay.
Orpus, whenever if your Earth Warrior monster battles after damage calculation, you can send 1 Earth Warrior monster from your deck to the graveyard except Orpus.
Okay.
So Orpus dies, but I also get the Foolish.
Sure.
Orpus, go to grave. Orpus, go to grave. Thank you. And then I will send Exiled Force to the graveyard.
Makes sense. Okay.
Warrior returning alive.
Ah, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, hold on a second. Orpus doesn't say just send a War Rock.
How convenient.
So I can actually search up the Exiled Force. And then we set to pass.
Hey. Stand by main.
You are 100 off from lethal.
Yeah. If only I had that burn spell. Actually, it would have been relevant. How ironic. Well, we can't do much, so let's attack.
Alright, first things first, we are going to activate Warrock Generation, since you control more monsters than me.
Yeah.
We will summon out Warrock Portia. We will also activate Warrock Spirit
Okay.
to res the Orcus in defense and make it so that the first time a Warrock would be destroyed by battle this turn, it is not destroyed.
Okay. So attacking is kind of pointless, so... yep.
Normal summon Exiled Force, which lets me special summon the Gactos. I will pop the big one.
He has been slain.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna have Gactos out and attack. I'm gonna... it feels so bad just taking another pot shot on the big guy, but... I'll be taking 11 this time. Yeah, it should be fine. It should be fine. Because I need to trigger both Forsha and Orpus. So get in there, everybody. See ya, Gactos. Bye bye.
Get his job.
So I'll get the Search and the Foolish.
Yep. It's not bad.
I will. And the Search is for a Warrock, but it's a Warrock card specifically. So I will grab. I actually have one more thing after these two finish resolving. Okay. I just realized. I was like, right, yeah. Because they're sequencing. Never mind. Maybe I shouldn't even do it then. Oh well. The summoning condition for Bashalos. Does that have to happen before Orcus or Forsha? I think so. Yeah, because they're damage calc. Yeah. One's in damage calc. Yeah.
So then that's
reading the cards. Yeah. Reading the cards, explain the cards. So I will not be killing your other dude, sadly. I wanted to, but we'll add Mountain to hand, I think.
I like how the whole reading card, explain the card doesn't always work because you have those stupid one effects, which still don't tell you.
Yeah.
It's like they might miss timing. Who knows?
Who knows?
I don't play Frog anymore, I always forget.
I'll send, I guess I'll send him a Mood to Grave with Orpus.
Mm-hmm.
And then, since we can't kill your thing, not even gonna worry about that. But I will activate Warrock Mountain.
Yep.
Which will let me add a Warrock monster to hand. And I'll add Mahmood to hand, I think.
Alright.
Wow. There it goes.
Alrighty. Stand by main. Oh, normal summon core for the search. Yeah, spell trap. Actually, I can do this. Yeah. I had the flex in the hand. Okay. This.
Mm-hmm.
And I will deflex in the Infinity Core, so now it is also a 3000.
Mm-hmm.
And move combat.
Yep.
Would you like to trigger your Warlock Mountain?
Oh, right. It's any battle phase, not just my battle phase. Yeah. That's cool. No, I don't think so.
Yeah, they're both going to trigger no matter what, so I'll get this one.
Yep, so I will add another Warrock card to hand. I'll grab a Gactos to hand. It's not like anything else is much better. And then we'll tomb this Wento, I guess.
Okay.
That's, I suppose, a draw, but... Okay, yeah, I think we might have something. We will normal summon Mahmood.
Okay.
To then special out Gactos as well.
Sure.
Actually, no, that does do it. Technically. We will summon out the Skylar with Warrock Mountain.
Sure.
Then we Gactos into one of the 3Ks.
Okay.
So it'll be another 11. But quick effect, I will... Actually, no. Not that yet. So, yeah, I will take the 11 from Gactos. He'll die. Bye-bye, Gactos. Special summon out the Bashalos.
Okay.
Mahmood, attack into Infinity Core, so I'll take another 1,000.
Okay.
But quick effect, actually, I will actually only be 800. Actually, no. Yeah, 800 because I'm activating the quick effect of Skylar to special summon out a 5 or less. So I'll special summon out another Mahmood. Everything gains 200, so I'll just have a counter just on Warrock Mountain to track my stat boost for everything.
Sure.
So Mahmood will crash into the Infinity Core. I'll take 8, but then its effect will proc, and I will hit the Resolute Mech Lord Army.
Okay.
And pop it. Everything will get another boost of... So now everything's boosted up by 400 total.
Okay.
And then that goes to Grave. I will then declare Bashalos to give the boost again. Sadly, I'm just 200 short from Forsha being able to... I mean, Skylar being able to trade with the other 3k, but at least getting more damage.
How are you?
Yeah, because my guy is... My Bashalos is getting +6 right now, so he's like a 33, so he'll...
Yeah, but isn't Skylar also just get an extra 200 boost?
Oh, right! Skylar also has its own attack boost for each monster you control. Right. It is enough. But your Infinity Core has that first line of text, I just realized, so...
Oh yeah, because he destroyed the thing that made it negate.
Yeah, actually, in that case, I might, since the Infinity Core is like that, I actually will attack it twice instead of attacking your Triskelion right now.
Okay, so... God,
So I will do basically I will attack over it first, but it won't be destroyed, and then I will attempt to trade with Skylar.
Okay, so what's its attack?
Bashalos is he's a 33.
33. Okay, so that's 300.
And then Skylar is just a flat 3k.
Okay, and then those two will trade.
Yes.
And since no, it's only card effect. No.
Oh wait, actually no. I just remembered something. Since on Skylar, I'll send Warrock Mountain instead.
Oh, okay.
I realized, wait, that's the last line of text on there. So she gets to stay around. Actually, maybe I should save that for later. I don't know. This is rough. Yeah, I think saving her now is fine, because now I have to pick between destroying Bashalos, her, or... Yeah, this is right. No further take-backs. Final answer, and my turn.
Stand by me. That's like the most awkward draw I could have asked for. Don't know if it gets any awkward in it.
It's very fitting that it's the Warrocks, but I think we found true caveman Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yeah.
Like, I think this is like the purest caveman Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen in ages, because it's all numbers. It's just like, it's all just Bungus Watch.
No effects, just good old combat. If I kill Basilos, is it banished or is it no?
No, because I did not summon...
Okay.
Actually, no, it is, because I summoned it with the... It is. I summoned it off Gactos dying, because I got Skylar off the mountain.
Okay.
So Bashalos will be banished.
I'll play Boon of the Mechlord Emperor, which is pot agreed if I have a face-up Mechlord. Wait, no, never mind.
Of course.
I can't do this.
Oh no, you have to have two.
I didn't finish reading that. That's so much worse.
Oh no.
Okay, well, I can go to combat. Maybe we'll kill the one that lets you.
I just realized that, like, I have had the 800 sitting in my life point deduction, just, like, hovering there for ages. I was like, wait a second. Why does it say... So, you were attacking into what?
Actually, wait. No. I will attack into the Mammund.
Yeah. I will in fact declare.
Okay.
Actually, I just declare her, just because I will special summon out Porpoise in defense. Mahmood will die, and I will pop the assembly and get the foolish.
Yep.
Just send a card I don't want to draw. Send the card I don't. You. Goodbye. No, drawing you's fine. That's perhaps hasty. Yeah, by Wento.
Alright, well, that's that.
I drew the worst draw in the deck anyway. Actually, no, it's not terrible, I guess. It's not great, though. Let's summon out Forsha.
Yep.
We will attack in, and then quick effect. Quick effect.
Yep.
So first, Skylar will summon out the Mahmood. Everything boosts. And then Bashalos boosts just because he wants to. And then hits over for 1, right? 30.
Yeah, I think it's just 100. I think I'm dead?
Probably, because Orpy's hitting for 25.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
And then Skylar is 26.
Yeah, I'm definitely
And
dead.
yeah. Whoa, we got there.
What was my draw? Dang. Yeah, I don't know. I sort of killed the Skylar last turn. I don't think it would have made too much of a difference because I was like, oh, if I kill that, you bring back Exile Force and then kill it.
Mm-hmm.
But you could have done that anyways. I don't think it would have made a huge difference, but I realized like after I was like, wait, that was stupid. But
Oh, right, I can bring back Exiled Force with Skylar. Right. I was like, usually all the good effects say specifically War Rocks.
yeah, that was a lot closer than I thought it would be.
Basically, this deck is like, if you get Skylar in rotation, good things start to happen. If
Yeah.
you don't, uh-oh.
This deck is special summon 4K/3K and hope they don't have a way to remove it. It was very combat heavy, which was interesting.
Yeah, it was interesting. Like, it was back and forth for sure, which was fun.
Yeah, surprisingly close. It's a lot closer than I thought this game was going to be. I was pleasantly surprised.
Mm-hmm. It was definitely like, I kind of thought it could be close because War Rocks are, not the best.
It's like I have just big dudes with just big stats and nothing else. But that was episode 18, I believe, of Archetypal Atrocities. I'm back on the loser wheel again. I've lost track of the win-loss record. I kept track for a while. It's out the window. I'm too lazy to figure it out. So we'll be back with more decks. I think this was the first time we got one that was like new to the wheel from the one we added a whole bunch of new ones.
Mm-hmm.
Which, speaking of, if you see something on the wheel that you think should be there, it's not there, leave a comment and maybe we'll add it.
Yeah, let us know your terrible decks.
I'm sure there's plenty more to get released that just go over heads. Who knows? Anyways, thank you all for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Have a good one.